Times has quoted a British solicitor, Hannah Harris Barrington, who says she has spoken at least 7 times to Coke, who is wanted in the United States on drug and gun-related charges. Here's Dwayne Berbick.
The solicitor said she last spoke to Christopher Dudus Coke on Monday, the same day security forces stormed his Tivoli Gardens stronghold. She said Mr. Coke, the reputed head of the Shower Pussy gang, feared that security forces wanted to kill him to prevent him talking about his ties to powerful politicians. Ms. Harris Barrington, who practiced in southeast London until 2 years ago, told the UK Times Mr. Coke is willing to disclose all the information that he says he's going to be killed for. She's quoted in the article as saying there will be some story, a prisoner is going to stab him or something. She says he fears a repeat of what happened to his father Lester Lloyd Coke, otherwise called Jim Brown. He died in a mysterious fire in his prison cell while awaiting extradition to the United States. Mr. Coke's lawyers are reported to have been in discussions with the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica about a possible surrender, and there have been reports that U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency officials are on standby to fly in and collect him. Ms. Harris Barrington said Coke would clearly not seek asylum in the U.S., where he's listed as one of the world's most dangerous drug lords and faces trafficking and gun-running charges that carry a possible life term. However, one of Mr. Coke's lawyers told the Times that he was not aware of any attempt by his client to seek political asylum. He did, however, point to various discussions taking place, but declined to comment on the nature of these talks. There has been mounting speculation about Coke's whereabouts, as a massive operation in West Kingston is yet to result in his capture. 73 civilians and 3 members of the security forces have so far been confirmed dead, following what the security forces have termed a major standoff with gunmen in the community. Dwayne Berbick, CVM News.
Meanwhile, the security forces are reporting that 33 weapons have now been recovered from their operations in Tivoli Gardens and other areas of West Kingston. 17 were discovered yesterday, bringing the total to 28. An additional 5 were discovered today as operations continue in the area. 17 of the 33 guns seized are reportedly rifles. In addition, some 8,885 assorted rounds of ammunition have also been seized. The public defender has intensified his call for a commission of inquiry into the ongoing operations by the security forces in West Kingston. Earl Witter is also appealing to fugitive Christopher Dudus Coke to turn himself in. Delona Fleming has the details from a press conference.
A call for a commission of inquiry as operations in West Kingston enter their 6th day. It comes from public defender Earl Witter, who wants to look into the conduct of the security forces in Tivoli and its surrounding areas.
A commission of inquiry be established in order to conduct a judicial inquiry into the conduct of the security forces.
Mr. Witter says he has no doubt the Prime Minister will agree on the need for an inquiry at this time. However, he did not outline when the inquiry would start, citing a lack of funds at his office. Meanwhile, lawmen continue to search feverishly for Christopher Dudus Coke. The public defender is advising the man U.S. authorities have labeled a crime lord to turn himself in.
In his own interest and that of the people of Jamaica, I advise Mr. Coke to surrender himself so that he does not have to be taken forcibly by the security forces into their custody.
Nabbing Coke, some would argue, will be no easy feat. Earl Witter says the lawmen may have to use measured force in their bid to arrest him. But what if Coke is killed in the process?
If he is killed by the security forces, there will be no end to the suspicion and allegation that he was deliberately executed in order to silence him.
The public defender added that the head of the Peace Management Initiative, Dr. Harold Blair, is readily available should Coke decide to turn himself in. His advice comes against claims that Coke's refusal to turn over himself is a result of his fear that he might be killed. The public defender says himself and Dr. Blair will act as Coke's custodians while he's in the hands of the state.
That he is taken into custody without any harm befalling him. And we will monitor the circumstances of his incarceration whilst the court deals with the requisition. Bishop Blair has advised me that, like me, he's available any time of night or day to facilitate that process. To the extent Bishop Blair says that he's